So back.
And we're live.
And we're live. Good morning, everybody. I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday,
It's
October 14th.
motherfucker.
And Nita's notifications are going off.
Oh my
which means I know we're live. That is confirmation right there.
Yeah, sometimes I remember, but
Are you live? Are you
I'm
alive? Are you kicking?
barely.
Got a pulse.
Barely.
Yeah. So let's get this show on the road. We've got an intro. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've got a few people already in chats, waiting, anticipating what we will say next.
With you people? What are you doing here? Jeez.
I know, but we appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and share it out with your friends. We are simulcasting to Geek Insider at the moment, and of course our RAGIN channels, our personal ones as well. We are trying to get to 250. That is the goal. One of the goals. That is the first goal. Anyway, I've got an intro, and we'll be right back after that. RAGIN. I don't know about you, but our intro music makes me happy.
Me too. And it makes me have to go to the bathroom, but that's another story.
That's because the countdown makes you nervous.
It does. And it
Are you a nervous peer?
I must be. I'm a nervous peer and an angry peer. Like, I will be like, when I'm pissed, I might literally be pissed. You don't fucking know.
You never know. Chris is tuning in. Chris, what is wrong with me? How much time do you have? Yeah. Goals. We were talking about goals today. Setting goals. It wasn't that long ago when Nita and I had our shit or get off the pot moment, right?
Right. Good morning,
Russ. Like, what are we doing with this? What are we doing with ourselves? And is this moving forward? Where is this going to take us? And then these small goals started to come together to become a greater thing, and it's really cool the direction that we're going in. And I feel like I finally feel like this sense of purpose, because for the longest time, I kind of joked half-heartedly, but like kind of serious. Like, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but I always knew that I have these different skill sets and things like that. I'm like, well, how do I harness that to maybe make a living or do something that I love and chase down these dreams that I have, because I have to say, when I was about 40, when I hit 40, I went into like a super deep depression, and it wasn't because of my age, but all of the years leading up to it, where I said 40 was my goal and I was going to have this done. And a lot of it wasn't. And I'm looking at my life going, I'm 40 years old and I'm a fucking failure.
That's why you don't deal in guarantees, because
that's why you don't deal with guarantees. And that's why I don't set goals to a specific age anymore.
Right.
So I hit 40 and I realized, because up until then, I can call myself a former professional singer because I was paid for gigs. I've done solos. I've done concerts. I've been in choirs with major orchestras and things like that. So, but my dream had always been to be a stage performer, to do operas, to travel the world and things like that. And I hit 40 and I was just like, my kids were grown at that point. I hadn't really been actively singing, haven't been chasing down gigs, haven't done any auditions. And I was like looking at my resume going, who the hell is going to hire me? You know, a 40-year-old who's got like a 20-year gap in her resume. Who's going to do that? Especially when it's that type of, like a singer. It's like if you played an instrument, that's different, right? But a singer it's your body. Your body is your instrument. And so I killed that dream, and that was the thing that that put me into major depression for months. My husband was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" I'm like, "You don't understand. I had to kill something that was so alive in me up until this point in time. Like ever since I was in second grade, I knew I wanted to sing, and all of a sudden it was gone. So that was tough. And so I had to divert. I had to pivot. And it was a hard one. Like, okay, what the hell am I good at? I'm good at writing. I'm good at editing. I'm good at listening.
And sex, but that was an option. Not
That was in my 20s. Now I'm
the
like,
thing.
ugh, yeah, that stuff's messy.
What?
Ick. Ew. But yeah, so when I finally hit that and I said, okay, what am I doing? I mean, I want to say 6 years ago, I really started to develop a show. And what was it called? It was called the Creative Conclave. And that's when I first began to interview independent creators. Some of them were musicians, some of them were actors. And, so that was the beginning of the journey of live streaming, of talking to people and developing a certain style for, when I sit with people. And it's different from the other shows.
For sure.
I truly want to believe that.
There's another duo that's similar, but we're
Mhm.
still different.
Yes. So that's the thing. It's like, you can set these goals and things like that, and goals are great, but those goalposts can change, and what you do with that is really up to you. You can pivot or you can quit.
Right. That's why flexible goals are important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so, like, when we had our shit or get off the pot moment, we were sitting here going, we do this, 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 and this. I mean, seriously, we do editing. We've hammered out a script. We've hammered out scripts, you and I, Nita.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple scripts. We've hammered out editing. We've built campaigns. We've done, like sitting in a room together like this, without the live part, and like working out stories and stuff like that. It's like, okay, how do we harness this? Because at the end of the day, we all want to get paid, right?
For sure.
We all want to get paid, and pursuing the dream and getting paid. I mean, that's everything,
For sure.
So set your goals. And some days, okay, so some days the goal might be a tiny one. Like if you're in a really dark place, the only thing you want to do, the only thing that you think you can do is maybe take a shower and eat something or change your shirt.
No. Shower is like on the dark days, like
on the dark days, it's like, oh man,
food and water.
Yeah,
is success.
It's too hard. It's too hard to just walk to the bathroom and strip just so you can throw water on your body
today, right?
Yeah. It's like, okay, I'm like, it's too much energy to breathe. There are days like that, So little goals. And then you broaden those goals. And then you look at, like you have to, I really do believe that you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others.
For sure.
And so when we feel like, we've reached a place where like, okay, we're confident and secure in what we can do, how can we help you? Right. And that's that whole pay it forward mentality too. That's why you have your mentors out there, because they're in it. They've done it. And now they're in a position where they can turn around and go, I can help you too. and that's a great place to be. So yeah. Hey Nita,
Yo.
you want to throw in a bump? And Mike Jimmy, because your music is not
Open sourced in the
open
United
source
States.
in the US,
I already talked to him. He said he's working on it.
I'm going to work on something for you too, but you have to tune
Oh.
in tomorrow for that. It'll be a little surprise.
You ready for this, Meredith?
Bagpipes.
No.
Really?
Sweet.
Chris Fisk. I think I love
know.
you.
He about kills me. You're trying to be serious. He's over in comments typing this shit. I had to full screen so I can't read the comments because I'm going to have to put Chris in timeout because he comes over here and he fucks with me when I'm trying to do my job, man.
I think you and my husband would get along great. My husband says he's always wanted to be a pole dancer.
Oh my God.
People be throwing money to put his clothes back on. Isn't that right, honey?
Yes, ma'am.
And he just says, yes, my love. Let's see. Only until earlier this year, I had zero sense of direction. Goals, yes, but no clear way to go at it. Yes, that's something that we could talk about too. Chris Fisk. Wow. I pursued my dream career and it blew up in my face. I feel that.
Yes.
Left me homeless. Been there. And destroyed my finances. Now I make comic books as a side hobby. Yes. Comic books is not an easy thing. And like any good hobby, you're going to sink more money into it than you will probably ever make. Unless you're like EVS or Brian Pulido or Billy Tucci.
Yeah.
You know, who makes six figures on a comic book. So, yeah. For the rest of us mere mortals, it is an investment in time and money, resources, and things like that. And yeah, been there, Chris. I feel you 100%. Let's see. Mike Jimmy says my weekend suddenly became wide open too, so I'm gonna try and crank out 3 more pages of Life on Quora 5. Getting that November goal early, baby. Yeah, baby.
And we've got to be sure. You've got to be certain to set short-term goals too. Have the one big. Like we have the big. There, like in my mind at least, there is not an end game for us, but a where I want to be.
Where I want to be. Yes.
But there are tons of smaller goals between here and there. That way, each time I get to one of those goals, I'm like, yay, I fucking did something. And I can pat myself on the back for a second and keep going.
Yeah.
And
that's okay. I mean, it's okay to like acknowledge your wins, but don't sit there taking your arm off to pat yourself on the back, because that, remember, I say this all the time, stay uncomfortable, stay on a learning curve.
Right.
Always hustle. I mean, if you're in a comfort spot, if you're all like comfy and like, yeah, this is good, things are already passing you by.
Right.
You know, you have to keep moving.
And an accountability partner really helps. If you get the right people in your corner, you know, if you've got somebody and you're close, you bring the ones that are close to you even closer. And not the ones that it's just on your end. That when there's that mutual, because Oh my god.
Stay hungry or
See,
you'll
this
end up like
motherfucker
stage
here.
Metallica.
Jesus Christ. I'm telling you what.
I tell you,
it's
Chris, I think I
games
love
until
you.
he's in timeout.
Yeah.
It's games until I put user in timeout.
Nita's gonna put you in timeout. Oh my
Totally.
god.
Like, what the hell? Thanks a lot, Chris. Then see, now my train of thought is derailed. But seriously, like you have like okay, like the stuff I do, I couldn't do it without you. Like I could, I mean, sure, I could, but would I have that drive and motivation?
You could, but that's it. The drive and the accountability part of it. It's just like, you know, because in a way, you know, we hold each other accountable, and it's like, because we have this destination that we see. It's a bigger picture, and it's like, oh man, like that elephant, right? It's like you can eat the whole elephant, but when you're looking at it, you're like, damn, that's a big elephant. How am I ever going to do that? But you can, one bite at a time. So you have to figure out where to start. Where are you going to start on that damn elephant?
Right.
You know?
And when you're feeling down and defeated, guess what? We usually balance each other out. There's like 1 week a month where we're shady, and because women in the chat, I'll spare them the details. But there's like a 3-day period every month where it's probably better if Meredith and I do not speak in text. We have to be looking at each other. We can't even say hello or good morning because somebody's going to get offended and bite the other's head off. But the rest of the time, if you're down,
women problems.
I'm gonna come by and grab you by the arm and keep on fucking going. And you do the same for me. And so there's that steady. We don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
And
like Jimmy, being at the top of my company and now having to run 2 creative teams. It is definitely hard. But again, you have reached a place where you are comfortable with what your skill set brings, and able to broaden that out and help others and develop them based on your experience. That's that whole pay it forward mentality, that whole mentorship thing that is so important. And hey, if you can make a buck while you're doing it, great. You know, but don't do it on the backs of others.
Right.
You know, I mean, there's so many people who say, I stand on the shoulders of giants. Not because you stuck a heel in their back to get there, but because they lifted you up and said, go ahead. It's your turn. It's your turn. You know? So that is really important. It's important to me as a person. It's important to me as a business, you know, to do that. You know, there's one thing, I went to a conference the one time. It was a small business conference. And the speaker said, do the right thing.
Right.
All the time.
Always.
Not when it's convenient. All the time. Just do it. And your reputation will precede you.
Right. Yeah, because I'm looking for someone's character before I'm even looking at anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Yeah. So really, really important, you know, what you're doing now and how you develop your projects, how you develop as a person, will reflect years down the line. So really important. Hey, Nita.
Whoa.
To lighten things up a little bit, why don't we play another bump, and then I have another story from the Compendium of Dread. Who you got for me? Yes, yes. Our good friend Daphne Lage got her very first project we love on Kickstarter. She
Yep.
reached her second stretch goal, trying
Yep.
to reach the third.
She's approaching 3,600 with 109 backers and 6 days to go.
6 days, 6 days to get to the next stretch goal and release all of the cards. Make it happen. Do it. Hit the button. And if you already backed it, thank you. If you haven't and can't afford to, that's okay. Share it out with your network, okay? That is fantasy, furry art. It's for mature audiences because as the story progresses, Ego Raven gets into certain situations.
She's a growing girl.
She is a growing girl.
And now
with
she's a
growing
woman and has
needs.
needs.
There you go. There you go. So,
Needs didn't work for me. It just kind of made me uncomfortable for a second. Like all of a sudden, I was like, "Oh, I'm a pedophile." Yeah, no.
no,
Okay. She's
no.
a woman now.
She's
and women
a woman.
have needs.
It's a great story too. It is a great story. Love her art. Saw the flatting too. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Her fucking flatter is amazing.
Her flatter is amazing.
I want prints of her flats, especially the there were 2 images she posted. One, like if y'all go and look on her Facebook feed, the one on the left-hand side I think is awesome. It reminds me of stained glass, and then the middle panel as well. I was like, oh, those are fucking awesome.
Yeah. And to what we were saying before the little break there, Joshua Pantalesco, race to 250. I don't know. We're at 173, I think. Josh, where are you? Where are you? We have to get to 250 so that we can get Josh to draw the dudes on a stripper pole. And he wants zombie penguins for some reason. I don't know, Josh. You're a little strange, but I love you. He says that is the foundation of your whole brand. Exactly. Let me see. What do we miss here? Oh, Chris says something about where'd that comment go? That you've spent more money on your comics than you have your car. I feel that. But see, that's the thing. Okay. If it starts off as a hobby, like anything else, okay, my husband is a motorhead, all right, classic, he loves classic cars and things like that. And you know full well you can go to those swap meets and things, buy the car, fix the car, you're spending so much money and your heart and soul goes into it, right? And then you go for resale and you will never get what you put into it. Very rarely will you. And so that's unfortunately how hobbies work. You know, it's and the really good hobbies are often more expensive. Zombie penguin strippers, is that what he wants?
They have clothes on penguins. Oh.
And here we go. Chris Fisk, great comment here. Envy is my constant companion, but I also want everyone to succeed because I'm also a customer and want my hobby to flourish. Exactly. You know, and it's hard when you're seeing everybody else, you know, when you see campaigns that do really well, you know, in the high 4 digits or, you know, or 5, 6, you know, and you're like, damn, like my shit's better than that. Why aren't I making any money?
Well, see, that's what started us to monetizing some of the stuff we do. It's like, wait a minute, we're over here doing all this for free, and they're doing it, and people are getting paid for this. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And it was like a light bulb moment. It's like, because while we're good at what we do as far as marketing and promotions, we're really, really good there. It's not what we want to do, but it's something we enjoy doing because we're good at it. But it helps pay for what we want to do.
Yes. Which is make books.
We want
to do books too. And I love this too. I just want to leave something to be remembered by when I'm gone. I have no legacy, so some cool books would be a nice memento. Honestly, all right. So, Chris, you were probably not here tuning in when I was talking about this. One of my favorite things, all right, speaking of legacy, is my daughter-in-law had sent a picture of my grandbaby in her swing watching TV, and on the TV was Nita and me.
It was awesome.
And we were doing, I think we were doing the gummy worm challenge.
Yeah,
the sour gummy,
gummy worms, like real worms though.
Real worms,
real
sour
worms.
gummy worms, and so my daughter-in-law wrote, "Look, Mel, Grandma's eating bugs again," and you have no idea how much joy that brought me. And I know that sounds really weird, but by doing the goofy shit that we do, and having something like this on YouTube for my granddaughter and future grandbabies, if and when that ever happens, for them to come back and go, "Oh my God, she's such a weirdo. She's so odd." That to me is the greatest gift that I could give anybody, especially my children, my grandchildren, or any other future generation, to be like, you know what? It's okay to be stupid sometimes. It's okay to be weird and do wild things and be imperfect, because social media is so full of bullshit. When you have young people who are like, my life is nothing because my Instagram feed looks like shit. And I'm like, all of these pretty people, they're so perfect. I want to be like that. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Those images,
I did a really
sometimes
good blog on
they
that
take
one
like
time.
50. They'll take like 50 selfies before they pick the perfect one. All right, that's not off the cuff stuff. That's planned. All right, that's smoke and mirrors. That's like, this is what that I want you to see. This is the impression I want you to have of me. But that's not real life.
Yeah, speaking of, there's a blog over on Wild One Forever called "A Picture's Worth 1,000 Words."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. That was my favorite thing. That was my favorite thing, is when she was like, "Look at Grandma eating bugs again," and I was like, "Oh, that's the message I want to give her. It's okay. It's okay to do goofy stuff, because at the end of the day, it's not, I mean, don't win a Darwin Award. I mean, you can die doing stupid stuff, but I mean, like, goofy stuff."
Let's do something stupid.
What do you want to do? Oh no, you want to save that for tomorrow?
Mm-mm.
What?
We can save it for tomorrow, but what I want to do right now is
what? We should save that for the Halloween party.
Mm-mm.
Nita.
No, because Sam and George don't have any. We're going to be drinking that night. I'm not doing
We need
alcohol.
to send. I don't know.
Open a little corner. Open a little corner, Meredith. And
what are you doing?
For today, we're just going to pull out one, because I have to know. Just grab a jalapeno one. It's easy to tell it from the rest because it's green.
God.
We're just going to do a jalapeno today. Pop that shit open.
Bean boozled. Okay, so the woman who promised me no more spicy challenges.
This isn't a spicy challenge. It's a jelly bean challenge.
No more bean boozled.
It's not a bean boozled. It's a spicy challenge.
Oh my God. Right,
and it's not a spicy.
Do I have any jalapeno ones?
You better look.
Oh my God.
Green. It's the easiest one. Seriously? Are you serious? There's not one green in your whole pack?
I have 3 green ones in my whole pack.
All right, well, fucking grab one now.
You're trying to kill me, aren't you?
Do it.
Oh, that tastes like jalapeno.
It tastes like a jalapeno.
Oh, no,
it's hotter than a jalapeno.
No, that's actually tasty.
That's hotter than a jalapeno. And you know what scares me about that?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What the fuck kind of jalapenos are you eating? Fucking jalapenos that are jacked up on some goddamn steroids?
No, actually, that's pretty tasty.
No, that's hotter than a jalapeno.
Yeah, you know what I could do is take those jelly beans, throw a little bit of sour cream on them. Nom noms.
Okay. You have 3 green ones, you said?
I have 3 green ones.
All right, I'm pulling out 2 more.
We didn't even promote the fact that we're going to.
Oh, we're not done. We're going to work up. We're going to do 1 a day.
Wait a minute. The sriracha was the first level.
No, sriracha's the end. No.
No,
is
sriracha.
it really?
Yeah, sriracha, jalapeno,
Okay, well,
cayenne,
we're gonna do it a
habanero,
little
and Carolina
backwards.
Reapers.
We're gonna do the jalapeno first. Tomorrow we'll backtrack and go to sriracha. Then the next vlog we'll do the cayenne. The next vlog the habanero, and the end game is the Carolina Reaper, which is really fucked up because can you really tell these apart? Like seriously, aside from I can tell which ones are the habanero, but the Carolina Reaper and the cayenne kind of fucking.
I think Carolina Reaper's got more like black spots in it.
Yeah, I think this would
That's like, you know, that looks like death.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have had these in my hand like this, come to think of it. That might be fun, kind of fucking
Yeah, don't
stupid.
rub your eyes.
Yeah, let me put these bitches down.
All right, but the difference between the sriracha and the habanero is kind of difficult. I don't know. Did you want to do another green one?
We're going to finish the green ones today.
Because I've only got 3.
All right, well, I've got 2 more right here.
You have 2 more?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Why do we do this? Nita, why do you hate me? I thought you loved me.
This is hotter than jalapeno.
No, it's not.
Yes, it fucking
Well, then
is.
you've got weak-ass jalapenos there.
Well, then, bitch, you need to send me some real jalapenos because I swear.
I'm actually going to grow some now that I have a roof over my head and property and a mortgage. Which, I hate the fact that I have a mortgage. I have to tell you, like seriously, I'm going to have a garden this year.
You ready,
and I'm
Mary?
very good at killing things. Both at the same time?
You want to do them both at the same time?
We could.
I mean, like a menage a
One at a
trois.
time.
Ready? And go.
Oh, that's not bad. Es muy caliente. Mi culo es el fuego. I know what that means.
Chris needs to go through our old videos. We didn't know Chris. Oh my God, you have to go watch the Reapers for Reapers challenge.
Yes, Reapers for Reapers. C. Michael Lanning and I did a story called Reapers, and we are working on another one. It is going to be a floppy, maybe one of a series, and it's going to be really kind of really cool. Mike Jimmy Lortia. Lortia the Brute.
Stop it. Just Mike Jimmy.
Mike Jimmy.
We're American.
I'm gonna get it. Because I like to roll the R. Lortia the Brute. Dumb ways to die. Yes, choking on a bean boozled jelly bean. That would be a dumb way to die.
It would be a dumb way to die.
But the toe of Satan. Yes, the toe of Satan.
That was rough. But yeah.
I had an out of body experience. No, it's actually tasty. I mean, it's hot. Don't get me wrong.
It's hot. I think it's hotter than a jalapeno, though. Like, I'm kind of scared for the fucking other snail. Like, I was expecting it to be spicy, yeah, but like I was expecting something like, you know, like the fireballs.
Yeah, but we did the toe of Satan. We lasted 5 minutes. Yeah. I had an out of body experience. I went to a happy place.
I really don't know how I was not happy. I was in hell.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I
don't know how you did either. That's some crazy Asian fucking dissociation shit.
Then what happened was afterwards I realized I didn't take any pictures. So it's just like, damn. So I popped that sucker back in my mouth and I took a couple of selfies. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of crazy.
My profile picture on my Facebook account, how rough I look. I was upset because I didn't take pictures when I did my makeup. You were upset because you didn't get pictures of the fucking sucker in your mouth, and you put that bitch back in your mouth because you're fucking.
Yes, I did.
I wasn't upset about that. I was upset that I didn't take a picture of my makeup before you
start sweating.
It was so bad. My Facebook is the after effects of the toe of Satan.
Mike Jimmy says Meredith confirmed masochist.
That was some detached bullshit there.
It was. I don't know how. I really don't know how I did it.
I don't either.
I don't
either. And I think I would have been better at it had Luke. God, man, I hope he's doing all right. Had Luke not set that timer on his phone, because he's sitting there, and it's like all I could think of was how every second felt like a fucking eternity. And now, but I can't help but to watch it because it's a countdown. That's what I'm gonna do because shit always goes down when there's a countdown. So you have to watch the time.
That's the Aspie thing.
Oh, it was
Or the
horrible.
OCD thing. We count everything, right?
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was counting too. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you watch the video, did my eyes like kind of roll back in my head, or did they go like all black? I'm kind of curious.
I don't even remember. I just
I
remember
went
that you're
to a
like
whole
in
other
there with
plane
your
of
mouth closed, and I'm like trying to breathe through the side because all this is so freaking full of just snot that's ready to just pour down my face. I'm trying to hold it back, and I'm like just trying to, and my whole body was like this. That's what all I can remember.
And I was sitting there and I was debating, because when you were done and the countdown was over, I mean, don't get me wrong, I felt the burn, but then I was like, do I want to see how long I last? Like, what's a world record?
It wasn't long. It wasn't long. You made it like 5 minutes and 2 seconds.
It was, yeah, but it was really running through my head, like, how long could I go with that? You know, like, what's the world record?
Really soon.
What's the world record?
Oh, it was like 20 minutes or something.
The toe of Satan.
But Russ Allen and I are going to do it again, and so are you. We need to order.
Yeah, Chris says tear gas flavored jelly beans. You know, speaking of tear gas, it's kind
I'm about to do it again.
I have two. You're crazy. That's insane.
You're going to do it again too.
I have two boys that are in the Marine Corps, and I realized that the Marine Corps they can be assholes. You know? I love you guys. I love the Marines. I love my veterans. I am from a family full of veterans. But I realized when they were in boot camp, okay, they have a very strict schedule for their training schedule before they go through the crucible. But they had to go through the gas chamber. Okay, that's when they put you in a bunker and they set off a couple canisters and you have your gas mask on, and then they tell you, okay, take it off. And you have to sit there, and then they march you out and you're like snot and tears and everything. And people, you know, they're just, it's not good. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is that the very next day, all right, after you've been through this experience, you're all swollen and shit like that, and you're trying to recover. The very next day is when they take the photos, where they're all in their dress blues. At that point, they've got their dress blues ordered, and they go in there and they march you in for photos. I'm like, oh, okay. It is the 8th circle of hell. And I was terrible. And anybody who's got a kid going into boot camp, especially Marine Corps, they watch the parents' social media. Okay, they watch the social media, because I had done so. I had my youngest one who was in Company E. Well, that's Easy Company. And there's a long history of them being called Easy Company. And I made mention of it. And don't you know, that night, the TI went in there with the brimmed hat and everything. And my son said, I woke up and the TI was staring at me with the brim right there at my brow. He goes, oh, you think this is easy? And he was in the sand pit for the rest of boot camp. I did that. So, so when it was graduation day, Josh was like, hey guys, this is my mom. They're like, Easy E. Oh my God. Yeah, no, it was bad. I didn't know. But yeah, my husband did warn me. But for my middle child was also in the Marine Corps. They had like a 2-week staggered intake there. I basically sent a letter, and on the outside I said, make him earn this one.
Wow.
They're like, Ma, why would you do that? I'm like, building character.
Evil, Meredith. Evil.
Building character.
And she's over there wicked laughing. Oh my fucking God.
I mean, I told you, if my kids couldn't survive me, they would not survive this world. Okay? and they're doing rather well.
And she continues to treat people like this to this day.
With
Don't
love.
believe me? Private
With
message
love.
me.
It's all
I'll tell you
love.
some stories. She's mean as hell to me. Mean as hell. Like, yeah.
And you know what? They are doing well. They are doing really, really well, and I'm so proud of them. So there is that. Okay, like I said, if you can't survive me, you're not going to survive, kid. All right, toughen up. I got you. It's all with love. Hey, Roadkill Rampage 2.
Oh, I got a story about this.
Do you?
Okay, so like I didn't know Rodney and Tina back when the first Roadkill Rampage came out. I met them during the Pitter Patter campaign.
Yes.
But Roadkill Rampage caught my eye, but because I didn't catch it while it was live on Kickstarter, I usually don't go back and buy them. Well, guess what? I fucking won a copy yesterday. What?
Did you?
Yep, it's on its way.
See, and you say you never win anything. Here's
It
my
was the
copy.
first time. It was the first time. You know how I won it? Ask me how I won it.
How'd you win
Because Russ Allen did a freaking post and it was like the most shares. And I'm like, oh, bitch, if anybody can share somebody's shit, it's me. I got on there and nailed it, buddy. Like, blew him out of the fucking water. I had no competition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if you like dark horror, kind of scary shit.
Yeah, head over to Kickstarter now and hit that notify me on launch. They are launching on the 20th with Roadkill Rampage 2.
Yes, I've got my copy. Make sure, and we do have for all the things that we are featuring in our show. We do have their links to their campaign, so make sure you go use those, share it out. You know, like I said, hashtag hit the button. Always hit the button.
Oh, absolutely. See, Josh says, so don't get on Meredith's bad side. But look, Mike Jimmy knows his shit. Joshua Pantelleresco, apparently, even on her good side, you're fucked. Actually, I'll one up you on that. Really, if you're on her good side, you're even more, you're really, really fucked. Because if Meredith is ambivalent to you, she's just not going to pay attention. If she's the meaner she is to you, the more she likes you. So if she's smiling to y'all's faces, just know. Oh, I'm sorry.
You might have fucked up.
You might have fucked up.
Hey, we're running a little bit later than usual. Should I read a short 99-word story?
Yeah, do it. Fuck it.
All right. So the Compendium of Dread, you guys. This is the prose book. Never intended to be just my name on the bottom of it. All right. Volume 2, because it says Volume 1 here, suggests that there's going to be more, and I will be looking for more stories. Nita and I are going to be putting together the Compendium of Dread Volume 2, and we are inviting people who are serious about getting published. Okay? The first go around, this took me a couple of years to put together because people who were excited, they're like, yeah, I want to get published. And then they never sent me their stories. And I was like, well, fuck it. If I want to get published and I want to put my stories out there, I'm going to have to do it myself. I don't want to do it alone. I want to bring a few of you along with me. So if you are into dark fiction, don't care if it's crime, thriller, horror, it doesn't matter, creepy, anything like that, we're going to have a prompt that will let you know what the theme of the book is going to be. Just consider it horror and dark fiction. And we'll have a call to action for that and a way to submit stories. Not all stories will be published, I don't think. We'll see. We'll see what the interest is first. But so yeah, the Compendium of Dread. I've got physical copies of this. I can sign them. They are here. I can ship them out as early as tomorrow if you're interested. And the sale of these books are going to help pay for art to get the Dying and other books created, because I am on the comic book journey, and I just wanted to show you that I've got included in the book are the roughs from Antonio Brandão. I have inks of 8 pages, but that's all I've got. I need more, so I need to sell some books. And here we go. You guys ready for this? It's called The Candlemaker. Did you like this one, Nita? The Candlemaker. Casey was new in town and desperate for a job. He saw the Lard Wanted sign on the candlemaker's window and thought it was pretty funny. He felt awkward walking into a shop full of pretty smelling things, but a job was a job. The old man made a grand entrance through the privacy curtain and approached him. How can I help you, son? You here to buy a candle? He asked. I'm your lord, Casey joked. When can I start? The old man's eyes lit up. Why, you may begin immediately. I just wish you were a little fatter. The end.
That is so scary stories to tell in the dark. Like, that totally should have been in there, right somewhere between where's my big toe and the bitch with the spiders crawling out of her face. Like, yeah, like total. That's it. Yeah.
So, lots of fun putting those together. The 99 word stories, those are what I would consider microfiction. And those were based on challenges and things, like word prompts or images. And it's like, hey, write a 99 word story. And it's so neat because you could have 100 people take the same prompt and write 100 different stories. It's great. So lots of fun there. But we need to get the heck out of here because we've got work to do.
So tune in tomorrow for Sriracha Day.
Oh, Sriracha, Bean Boozled. I didn't know we were going to do this, you guys. Yeah. Oof. I'm still tasting it. It's still got that residual. What the dude?
Yeah, I'm still tasting it.
Am I reading that one?
I'm telling you, I'm banning this dude. Like, totally.
We should totally bring him on a RAGIN one of these days. Just cut it up with him. Just a chubby chaser, not gonna kink shame. Yeah. Okay,
Shut up, Gremlin! Shut up! Oh my God, that's a cat screaming, not a kid being murdered.
Little Bastard promos. Make sure you get over there and do some shameless self-promotion. That's what it's there for. Drop your links, drop your friends' links, and join the group. That's where, because there's so many more of you guys and only 2 of us. And
right.
That is where we take a good portion
thousands of
you
and
our curated posts. That's where we get it from. So you want to drop your links over at Little Bastard Promos. Promote yourself, promote your friends, and drop your links. Get over there. Do it. Hey, Nita.
Huh?
Man, we've been vlogging for almost 50 minutes.
What do you want? You said in Hey, Nita, what?
Should we get out of here? Do we have anything
else? Yeah, but
else
real quick, you guys make sure to tune in next Monday. We'll have special guest Russ Leach. That is next Monday, right? Yeah, next Monday we have Russ Leach.
This Monday.
Only Death Can Save Us 2. Right now
this
is
Monday is
on
18th.
Indiegogo. That's right. And Russ is awesome. And his accent is just like, maybe he'll read your story to us. Ooh. You should send him a copy of a short story and we can listen to it in Russ's voice. That would be super hot.
That would be super. You have to pick one, though.
Okay. And then on the 21st, we have a super kinky launch party for April Grady-Reyna.
That's right. We got
that's going to be the Kinktober SQUEE. What up? It's going to be 2 sexy adults only, exclusively to our YouTube channel. So make sure you head over there and subscribe.
Door prizes. Really cool door prizes. And you have to be there to qualify for the door prizes. And is it for backers only?
For physical backers only.
For physical backers only. You get entered into
a raffle. Yeah.
Because we've got some really cool. I cannot wait to see what.
And then the following Friday, we're going to atone for our sins with the fucking saintly Brian Rodman and his Memoirs of an Angel. Because, we love you, Brian. Yeah.
So we sin the night before and then we get redemption the next day. I don't know.
We'll let Brian pray for us sinners.
And speaking of Brian, you're wearing his beanie.
Oh my God, I totally am. Nebulizer, because it looks awesome with my Doctor Strange shirt.
Woo! It does. I love it. The colors and everything. I didn't get a beanie because I couldn't afford it. But I don't mind saying it ain't easy being wheezy.
But we also have something else really cool coming up the following week on the 27th. We're going to do something we haven't done before. We're going to get on a stream and bullshit with 2 other podcasters for a Halloween party. There might be dressing up. There will be alcohol. And if we can find a good or horrible open source movie, we're gonna come up with a pretty cool fucking drinking
It'll
game
be
as
like
we cross
Mystery
stream
Science
with Catch the
3000.
Craze. Yeah,
Catch
so
the Craze.
that's right. It'll be Raging
Sam
with the
Farrah
Craze.
and George Medina.
Right.
We're going to be simulcasting with those guys for a Halloween party. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you tune in and put that on your calendar. We need to post our we should post our calendar.
No, because every time I post our calendar, I get jinxed.
Oh, yeah.
That and I need, and to be quite frank, I need to have my calendar kept secret. Because if somebody messages me and I don't want to deal with them, I'm booked and you won't know the difference. You're none the wiser. Let's be honest and real here. Fuck, that's what we do, right? Like, yeah. All right.
Curate your experience.
Curate your experience. I love me
Curate
some
your-
Lage wisdom.
Trish says she's got her PJs ready. Tim Pool approves. Hell yeah. Catch the Craze rocks. Yes, they do. They are amazing. Make sure that you go over there and subscribe to their podcast as well as their YouTube channel. We are all trying to grow together. And as people who do podcasts and like to shine a light on others, it helps when you shine a little bit of a light on us by hitting the button and hit the subscribe. Share it out.
For sure.
That's how we grow. And quite honestly, StreamYard is not free. And neither is the website.
You know that dog that follows you around if you pet it or throw it a treat? Your podcasters are kind of like that. But here's why you want that dog to follow you around. Because if you scratch their back or you scratch their head or you find that sweet spot and get that leg going like that, guess what? They're going to show you that extra love too.
Yes.
And it's all about the marketing. And if you're getting some of that for free, you better fucking pet that dog.
Pet me.
Pet me. Yes. We should totally get out of here. We're getting up on an hour, Meredith.
I know. It's ridiculous.
Join us for Sriracha Day.
Sriracha Day tomorrow. I didn't know it was going to happen. Nita hates me. Nita.
Yo.
Well, I guess I should say, be kind, be safe, stay productive. Hit the button. Nita, final words.
Throw my dudes.
We're here, guys.
We're out.
Hey there. This is Meredith Loughran with RAGIN. And I wanted to let you know that we encourage and promote independent creators and their projects through organic interaction, consultations, and more. Visit Nita and me at RAGINAVC.com for details and contact information. Hit the button.